Yo, G.
What's up?
What's up? Welcome. It's the G and Jeff show.
Let me get my radio voice on right here.
Get that radio.
Let me get that radio voice going on.
Dial it in. Let me hear the golden tones of G.
Yeah, we're gonna get everybody nice and relaxed.
That's
get
right.
Everybody excited.
We're
running the show. We're running.
You know, everything was going so great last year that I guess we have a small announcement. I think that the show's now transformed to the G and Jeff show. So I think this is our gig now, bro.
Well, that's good. It's nice to have a well-paying job.
Oh, we get paid?
That's what I heard.
It's getting better every day.
Wait a minute. We're not getting paid? I thought we were getting paid.
I don't know. All right, we need to talk about this after the show, but we'll run with it. But yeah, man, I had fun last week. The G and Jeff show. We kind of had to go a little bit of an audible while the Dude and Debo, or I'm sorry, while the formerly Dude and Debo show went rogue. Stuff happens, man. So we had to jump in, but I thought it was great.
I had a great time with you. It was fun.
I don't have the stats on the viewership or the listening and the views, but I think it was a pretty good one. I want to say numbers were a little higher than normal. So
I think we might have 4. Yeah.
I thought there might have been 5. I don't know. That's slow down there, bro. Let's get real here.
Well,
yeah, man. This is great, man. I can't wait just to get things started and stuff. But hold on a sec. We're getting a phone call. Hold on.
Oh, wow, we're getting phone calls.
Hello?
Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I was running late to the show and I happened to punch it on and I just happened to start hearing you and G. What's going on? I was gonna see what's going on, man. I don't know what's the deal.
Oh,
well,
yeah. I mean, I guess there was what do you call it? All the listeners wrote in and emailed in. I don't know how the snail mail got here that fast, but it did. We got letters, and the G and Jeff show was like popular.
We were a hit. I mean,
I didn't get the memo. I was just coming in to do my regular shift on the show. I thought we still had the Dude and Debo show. Did you call Dude?
I mean, we got more hits than Bobby Brown.
Hey, could you press the button to call Dude real quick, so we could get Dude on the line here and see? I think he's doing even road.
Hold on, man. I think we have another call going on. Hold on.
Is that him coming in? Okay, because I was thinking.
I think he's calling home, man.
There he is.
Oh.
There he is.
Shit, we got another call.
Dude, are you there?
Yo,
dude, are you hearing this? Are you looking at this show? Are you seeing this stuff?
Did we get canceled?
I don't know, man. There's a wheelchair on one side and the bottles of the Jameson on the other side, and the Jeff and G show, the G and Jeff show, or something.
Hey, get it straight. It's the G and Jeff show. Get it straight.
Is one of you handicapped and one of you an alcoholic? Is that what's going on here? I don't understand.
I mean, that sounds like a party to me. You give me a wheelchair and a bottle of Jameson. That's a good time.
Yeah, just because I'm disabled does not mean I'm not an alcoholic.
Oh, I don't. So we don't know who's what. Okay, all right.
Just because I like Jameson doesn't mean I need to be wheeled around in a chair all day at a theme park.
I don't want
nice,
to. I don't want to. Put labels on people. I'm just trying to read through the lines over here. Okay.
You just peel them off. But so, are you telling me, Dwayne, real quick, buddy? Are you telling me that that the G and Jeff show is like not a thing?
I'm not saying that it ain't a thing. We could probably talk to my producer and see if we could get this thing on the air. But I mean, as far as I was concerned, I appreciate the logo's nice.
We got logos.
Cool
we got
everything.
Transportation. We got sponsors.
Dude,
this is kind of a real deal, man. I mean, I don't know what the Dude and Debo show is going on, but the G and Jeff show is the next real thing.
Did you talk to Acme, dude? Did you know this was happening, or was this just a?
Acme has said nothing to me. I was reaching out to
our sponsor,
to the phone companies trying to get a sponsor there. So I don't know if they went backdoor on Acme. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you know what, Dwayne? Debo.
Yeah, we're good.
You know what? We're just gonna slide on over. We'll just go back to the Dude and Debo show.
Well, you know what, man? I appreciate you understanding what's going on here, people.
Thanks for giving us our show back.
You're welcome.
Fine.
It was good while it lasted.
It was.
got love for my homies who be rolling with me.
Nothing but love. Yo, dude, what's up with you, baby?
I'm good, man. Got another road game today.
You know, I only throw the original music out there for special occasions, man. Props.
We needed it today.
You know what I mean?
Recenter.
Yeah.
We needed to recenter the show.
Yeah. You know, I mean, a hostile takeover of the show this morning. I mean, like they stormed the Capitol. They just came in there, took the mic, put a new logo up, slapped it on. All of a sudden, Dude and Debo show no more. G and Jeff show ready to go. Damn.
They're the real Patriots.
Well, just a little bit of this. Just to
should have called it the Q and G and Jeff show.
Get some. What's up with you, brother?
Man, I am on my way to Apple Valley, California.
Oh yeah, giving the apple for the teacher today.
The apple of my eye today, and that's about it, man. I got. A little bit of. I was a little stubborn, a little hard-headed this morning, caused a little drama in the home, but it's all good.
that must be going around. I definitely was in the same boat as you this morning. A little stubborn, caused a little drama in the home. Started the day off with a "I love you" at a level 11. I mean, it's just sometimes that's how things go in the morning. But in truth form. Go ahead.
I got woken up multiple times.
Me too.
With conversation.
Me too.
And by the end of it, I was just like, "What? It's so important." She's like, "Oh, were you trying to sleep? Am I laying here with my eyes closed?"
I think we got off to the same. I think we got off to the same wrong foot this morning. I mean, when I say the same wrong foot, yours was technical, mine was digital. I got a text message in my bed this morning. I got like 8 of them, and it was like ba-bling, 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 and I'm like, "Yo, who's playing on my phone at 6:30 in the morning? What's going on in this group thread? Which group thread have I not silenced? It's my wife downstairs." And I'm like, "But I'm upstairs." All right. All right, fine. But again, I didn't digress. I need to digress. The point I was trying to make was she called and apologized and tried to put everything on the right foot this morning, and I was still being like a stubborn 2-year-old. Like, no, I'm mad. Leave me alone. But that's just how I was acting this morning. I feel a little better. I've had some coffee since then. I'll probably call her and apologize in a little bit. But yes, I will, G. Yes, okay. But anywho, that was my morning. So it looks like we had similar mornings this morning. We had similar starts. Mine got a little crazier after that, actually. Today was my second shot.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to...
Tumo?
Yeah.
Shout out Tumo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go up to people in 2 weeks and just make out with them for no reason. How are you doing? Why are we doing this? Just because we can. No, I'm kidding. I won't make out with random strangers, to be specific. But
I mean, listen, that one of the things that I think we maybe talked about this on the show, one of the things that I have learned or will change in the future, thanks to COVID, is that I'm probably not going to make out with as many strangers. Yeah.
You just keep it below the belt. You know what I mean? Figure you never wear masks down there anyways. But, just... I
mean, hands can do a lot of things.
It's very true. It's very true. And
you don't have to worry about bodily fluids.
And I just sanitized them, so it's fine. It won't burn.
Right.
No, so shot number 2 today, I thought we were going to do a road show because I didn't know, when the shot was going to happen. But... in true Debo form, I mean, we've talked about running on the beach, and certain things happen when you run on the beach, right? So, but
did you go get your shot in your boxers?
No, to be honest, I don't think I was wearing boxers, but I went and got my shot today, and I was wearing a sweater, and today was no shirt sweater day. Okay, that's today. Today was no shirt sweater day. Today's the day where you just put on a sweater, you don't put on a shirt. Why? Because they can't see that I'm not wearing a shirt. And it's hot, and I'd rather just not be wearing a shirt, so I was wearing no-shirt sweater day. You ever had a no-shirt sweater day, dude? You ever do that? Or is that just around the house?
I mean, I do it around the house. I don't go out no-shirt sweater.
You don't put it in the people's business, no-shirt sweater day. Okay.
I mean, like, if I got to walk the dog or whatever,
right.
I'm not going...
You're not going to get your
to
second Moderna
public.
shot at the clinic with the other people in the crowds with the no shirt sweater day.
I mean,
Probably.
did you not make the connection that they had to access your arm?
I did
and then you were
not
taking
put the
it?
connection together at all because you saw the morning I had. You recognized how the
Right,
morning
right.
had really thrown me off. But anywho, no shirt sweater day. I sit down and I'm like, oh, dang, I gotta take my arm out. I don't have a shirt on. This is gonna be awkward. This is gonna be weird. That's all right. I'll make it weird and awkward, but I'll just whatever, right? What are you gonna do, right? So
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So I zip the sweater down just a little bit, and I pull up my right arm and I put my right arm out, and I'm like sitting there, half tit, half arm, half, everything's just kind of, it's kind of Roman, you know what I mean? The way I'm wearing this hoodie, and just so we're clear, my hoodie, shout out, same team, shout out. Rhythm, Rhyme, and Power. I'm wearing a sweater from
Rhythm, Speed, Power.
Thank you. No, Rhyme, Speed, Power. I'll make sure I say it right. There you
No,
go.
there's no rhyme. It's Rhythm, Speed, Power. There's no rhyme.
Rhythm, Speed, Power. You're correct. I'm dyslexic. So anyways, that's on the back, and it has the boxer, on the front thing or whatever from same team from LA's premier
Sucker-free boxing.
Sucker-free boxing. There you go. So I'm wearing that sweater, but I just got to be honest, man. I wore this sweater a lot. Okay, I put a little time and effort in this sweater. It's one of my favorite workout sweaters, and I usually warm up with it, and I usually set it over here on the side right before I go out. So this sweater has a couple of let's just say it's sun-damaged areas. Okay. And on top of the sun damaged areas of the sweater, I think I left it at somebody's house and they washed it for me. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. It's just a little snug. Okay. Anywho, no t-shirt sweater day, little tight snuggy, got it going on, pulling out, doing the half nipple thing, to get my arm out. And then I realize, oh man, I want this in my left. I don't want this in my right, Man. So screw it. All right, you know what? You got to do what you got to do, bro. You got to do what you got to do. Zip it down a little bit.
We're already here.
Zip it down, pull the other titty out, put the other arm back in. That's what we're going to do, man. That's what we're going to do. At that time, when I did the double switch move, I busted the sweater. And so...
You ripped it or what? What do you mean you busted it?
The zipper, it's a zip up, right? It's a zip up hoodie in the middle.
Yeah.
And the zipper unteethed. Did I say that right? Okay. So the untees, oh shit, and the nurse is right there. We're both looking at the zipper hit the ground, ting 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 ting, and then she's recognizing as well as I am that this is a no t-shirt sweater day. Like she understands the day that we're having is no t-shirt sweater day, and so she wasn't gonna make a big deal about it. I wasn't gonna make a big deal about it, but now we have an issue. Sir, you don't have a shirt. and your shirt doesn't close. And so you're vest sweater boy.
And you got to stay here for 15
And you got to sit here for 15 minutes on the clock. Like not 15 kind of minutes, but like 8. You have 2 minutes left, sir. 15 kind of minutes. You know what I mean? Like the whole
not
15.
5 minutes until somebody's not paying attention.
No. And so now it's a conversation. Okay? Now... because I'm obviously having issues with my sweater, and I obviously don't have a shirt on. Two things that are very obvious. When sitting in the middle of a clinic when other people are getting their shots, which is very crowded, by the way, okay? Think the DMV times 4. Like, it's really an over, but it's very, what is the word? Social distance? It's very social distance, right? But it's very crowded.
Now, where are you getting the shot? Can you say it? I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'll show you. We live in Southern California, Kaiser Permanente.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and shout him out. I appreciate it. I'm a Kaiser baby. And I was doing it
I
down.
loved Kaiser when I lived in California.
No, and so there's a Kaiser over here. Not, I don't even know what city I was in. Irvine, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm sitting there. Shout out to those Kaiser Irvine nurses.
Shout out Kaiser Irvine. That was my Kaiser for a long time.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Good morning to us all. Anywho. So I'm sitting there, man, with a busted sweater, and me and the nurse started having a conversation, and I'm like, yo, can I run to the car real quick and get a shirt? Because, I'm sitting here without a shirt on, and if my sweater's broken, and she puts her hand on my shoulder and says, you'll be fine, don't worry about it. And I'm like, so I have to sit here with my shirt unbuttoned and a broken sweater, and yours just titties out, and just I'm doing like the mom when you walk out of the house with the robe on. Yeah, with the robe. I'm doing the mom thing but okay. So I mentioned how small this sweater is, right? It's a little tight. I have to double pinch. I got to pinch up top and pinch down below to close it, and it's not even.
Double pinch.
And what am I going to do with all this stuff in my hands? What do I do with all this stuff? And so I'm just so the whole time I'm sitting there because I got nothing to do. What do I got to do? What do I got to do for 15 minutes?
I mean, could you sit in a corner far away from everybody?
I'm sitting at the first chair when you enter the clinic. Like when everybody else who's going to come in and check in. Like, let's put it this way. I walked in the clinic and then checked in and then walked back to this seat. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? I walked back to the entrance to this chair, and she went to sit me in the back, and the girl was like, no, put him right here in front. It's cool. The carts are the way. Just put him right here. Seat number 26, right here in the front. And I was like, okay. Sure, no problem. My shirt was working at this point. I didn't see this being an issue. I thought, it'd just be fine.
Yeah, I'll be good. I'll just zip my sweater up.
Yeah, sit right here after I take my arm out. Oops. Anywho, so after 15 minutes, so I'm sitting there, man, the whole time, and I had nothing to do. I was trying to fix the sweater. What else can you do when your shirt is open and maybe try to fix it? Maybe I can fix. So I know this for a fact, 13 minutes trying to fix my sweater and trying to zip it up. I actually got it to work somewhat, where the zipper would go up, but the teeth still wouldn't grab.
Yeah.
So now I really look like a homeless person. Like I'm as close as I could just put myself out there. I mean, I didn't shave this morning. And I got the sweater that just won't button. I'm just, I'm wrong. I'm as wrong as I could be, bro. With the sweater, I remember the sweater has what is it called? Sun bleached designs on it. You know what I mean? You can see the sun bleached designs on my sweater. I was looking for wrong, man. But they were really nice to me. They were thank you. And I was like, I don't understand why you're thanking me. Have a nice day. Okay, bye. You know what? But that was my morning. That was and then here on the show, and then the hostile takeover of the show after that. So that's all.
I'm gonna send you. I got a Sucker Free Boxing pullover hoodie. Oh, it does have my name on it, so maybe you don't want it. But it's too big for me. Steve got me like extra large or something.
You need an extra medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Now after quarantine,
COVID,
I think I'm a legit large. I think I'm a normal large now.
So speaking of being a legit large, as I'm sitting there with my shirt off and the nurse is trying to comfort me, she says to me, "It's okay. You're in good shape. It's all right. You can sit here with your shirt off. You're in good enough shape. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's a great compliment. And I really appreciate it, but it's still not the conversation I want to have with my shirt off in the middle of a building. It's just still not right. And I'm like, no, I'm 40 pounds up. And then wait, why am I talking about my weight with this person? Like, why are we having that conversation? My COVID weight. She's like, yeah, everybody's got COVID. I'm like, why are we doing this? I have no shirt on.
Wait, everybody's got COVID weight, but everybody else has a T-shirt.
Listen. I don't blush easily. If you ever heard the beach running episode, I do not blush easily. I'm very bold in that area. But I was red. I'm not going to lie. All day. I walked out of that Kaiser. They have a little selfie booth area. I took the selfie, right. Just shirt hanging. I tied the shirt on top. I looked like a stripper guy with it was horrible. It was pretty bad, but that was my morning. That's that's how I get down. That's my yo.
I mean, flip you for real. You probably made the nurse's day. They're gonna have something to talk about now all day.
Who says you can't give back when getting your COVID shot?
Right.
I say you can give back, so I did. I gave my shirt off. That's all. That's the best I can give, and that's not really giving a lot. I got to say, COVID weight's been rough. So. All right, brother. I want to put my shirt on, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it off, and we're going to keep going. Today, we get to talk a little bit about teachers and the education system and a little bit about it. Dude, any teachers made any major impacts in your life that you want to give them a quick shout out before we get going? A little first pitch.
Oh man! Shout out Miss White, 6th grade, Benita Juarez.
There you go.
She was amazing. Shout out.
You don't got to know their names. It's
Mr.
all right.
No, I got a couple. Shout out
There you go.
Mr. Scheffler.
Oh, nice. I remember Mr. Scheffler.
South Junior High. Not necessarily for being a good teacher, but just, for
Keep it real.
for being memorable, keeping it real.
Keep it real.
And then there was I can't think of his name right now, but it was my junior year in high school English teacher. This dude.
That's cool.
What
high school? What year? What high school? What year? He'll don't know who he is.
Yeah, 1998. Mission Viejo High School. He taught remedial English.
There you go. See?
And I talked my way into the class because somehow you could still get college credit for it, or maybe I had enough college credit. I don't know, but I wanted to take the easier class. And he was, because it was kind of the lower level English. He was more of a babysitter than a teacher.
Okay.
So I don't want to get him in too much trouble, but he would use methods that are definitely frowned upon now, and maybe were also frowned upon at the time, but they worked. So shout out that.
Maybe you should drop his name. Maybe you should drop his name. Yeah.
I don't want to say his name, but he made school entertaining.
There you go, and that's important. That's important. I'll shout out every teacher that gave me an extra minute. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Every teacher that said, no, let me go over that with you again. Because in my day and age, they didn't quite have the standard yet where kids that were slow got just a little extra time. That wasn't quite a thing. We just called them slow and put them in the slow class. And then we all knew we were slow because we were in the slow class. See? But that's what we did. Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I was watching a documentary last night about, it was specifically about sports geniuses, like Wayne Gretzky or Jerry Rice or Barry Sanders, like the people who can do something that not really anybody else can do.
Extraordinary.
And they've done studies on these people. They studied like the Netherlands soccer team. From age 12 all the way up till they became pros. They studied the German soccer team. And what they find is that the people when they're 12 who are like, this is way too easy. Like, why are we doing this drill again? I already know how to do this. Yeah. I don't understand why we got to wait for these other people to learn it.
Right.
If you have that ability to learn that quickly, and you also have, they call it a rage of mastery. You have this internal rage to just master whatever it is they put in front of you. If you have those two traits, that's what they've determined makes Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Wayne Gretzky or whoever it is. They have those two traits.
Yeah.
I had the first one to learn it really quickly, really easily.
Right.
And that made school boring for me. And I got so frustrated waiting for the teachers to take their time with, students like you who maybe needed to go over it one more time.
Sure did.
And that caused me to hate school so much that I just stopped trying.
Wow.
And eventually took remedial English because I was like, fuck it. Why am I going to apply myself? I'm just going to take the class where I can do all the work in class and not have homework and be done. But what I didn't have was the rage of mastery, which is why I stopped trying instead of becoming.
I just wanted to make sure that we're saying this clear. You're just basically blaming me for you not being able to get educated. Is that what you're trying to? Is that we're saying?
Exactly right.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure that when I sleep tonight, I was like, what else am I feeling guilty about? You didn't let Josh get educated because you're slow ass. All right, cool. All right, damn it. All right.
Yeah.
Man, if I had sped up, Josh would have been fine. All right, yeah. So back to my thank you to my teachers and thank you.
Well, we both ended up in the same spot is the point.
I mean, we're both here, so that you're right. It doesn't. It didn't matter. Full circle, and again, here we are. So yeah, you're right about that. I was just saying, I wanted to thank all the teachers who took a little extra time with people like me who are a little slower. I've accepted my slowness in its own entirety. It's tough being slow if you're not the slow person.
Right.
I mean, for me, it's not tough being slow. I am slow. I don't really. It's not difficult to be slow. I'm just slow. This is where I'm at. But if you're not slow, the frustration is real because you're already at a different pace. And I recognize that now as I'm older. So that's why I recognize all the teachers that took a second and then took a second, and then took a third second, because at this point they were already frustrated. But they were taking that extra time. Several teachers in my life, and because I can't remember names to save my life, I won't be able to remember any of their names to put them out there. But I'm going to put it out to all the teachers that take an extra second, and then take an extra second, and then take a deep breath, and then take an extra second. Man. You made the difference.
Well, what was it? You want to shout out? Was it Lincoln Elementary?
We can. What? Lincoln Elementary. What grade did I really get? I got a patient teacher around the 6th grade. At Lincoln. She got married mid-school year, so her name changed. But I think it was
probably
Sheldon.
like 92.
91, yeah, 91, 90, 91, somewhere in there. I think it was Miss Sheldon. She was great. She just took a little extra time with me. She recognized, like why can't you read? And I'm like, I don't know.
Aren't you supposed to know that?
I'm trying my hardest, but it just really takes me a long time. She's like, okay. About that time is when we started doing the test. But, it was, she took a lot. I needed someone to take a second so I explained it to me so I get it. And then, I got it. Okay, cool. I'm down. I want to play too, but, it's,
right.
It's how that, so we appreciate teachers. And we're going to talk a little bit about teachers. Bringing back onto the show today, I think we're going to bring G. We're going to forgive him for his hostile takeover, but I think he was just there as the muscle. I really think that Jeff was the brains to it. I think they just put G in the G Team 6 and pushed him forward. We're going to let him bring him back out onto the show. So G, welcome
so we're
back.
saying it's a little different than the insurrection because there was a brains to it.
This was absolutely because you can see the complete tie difference. So
Wait,
G,
you called me slow. You called me stupid too.
Both.
Yeah.
You just
okay.
take your time.
I just want to make sure about that.
Take your time and pick one, okay? All right, there you go. We're talking about teachers. We're talking about teachers here, not the schoolyard yet. We ain't in the schoolyard yet. We're talking about teachers. And G, you're married to a teacher.
I am married to a teacher,
and we're thankful for her and what she's done, and the challenges that she has accepted, overcome, and I'm sure knocked out of the park through the pandemic. To talk a little bit about, their attitudes. G, you're living with it full time. Talk a little bit about what that's been like. Having a teacher home during COVID, did she teach at home? Did she go? Was she in the full time in the school? What was that like, man?
Well, I want to correct the Republican thought that the teachers did not teach while they were locked up in COVID.
Was that a statement made by the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
She taught every day that she was supposed to teach, and she still had her planning that she had to do for the homeschool kids who were not doing the Zoom classes.
So she essentially had to do 2 classes? Am I saying that right?
She had homeschool kids and she had Zoom class kids, the kids who were actually there.
Wow.
And she has had for the last 3 years this one little girl who just refuses to do work. So She is
Shout
now-
out that little girl.
Shout out.
I understand.
Shout out
I
that
mean,
little girl. I understand.
I've
I don't know if
never
you're.
met
I don't know if you're
anybody who-
dude. I don't know if the little girl is like dude and she's just mad because everybody else is slow, or if
Oh,
she's
no,
like
no,
me, or if
no,
she's like me,
no.
just refuses authority and
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
see. Okay, shout out.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
She will be failing 7th grade.
Ah.
So, but
I tried that once.
Jen, she doesn't like to lose, and last year her and her co-teachers pulled this child over the crossing line to get out of 6th grade. They bent over,
Tried.
forward, left, right, diagonals. They did everything to get her out of 6th grade, and in hopes that she had learned. And she got into 6th grade. The pandemic happened, and she just refused to go to school. So but they taught every day, and they all had to prep on Sundays or Saturdays.
Yeah.
Sometimes both days, and they were ready to just finish out the year, and now everybody's back in school.
So that's a decent transition for you at home with a teacher, seeing that transition happen, right?
Yeah. None of them were happy about it. It didn't make sense, and I agree with them. I'm like, why spend the money to go back, turn on the lights in the school? Why? For a month. So
Is that all that's all that's left in the school year is a month?
like 6 weeks.
I got 7 weeks over here.
Yeah,
So
6
total of
7
8
weeks,
is
something
what
like
we did.
that,
Yeah.
So you're going, I mean, really? The parents couldn't hang out for that much longer. Their kids were driving them that crazy.
I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know, but I imagine.
Oh, that was just I.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
they were
I don't
doing
have
they were doing a pretty good job. But my crazy definitely went from like what was it, orange to yellow? I don't know what the stages are, but I mean it definitely changed in those colors you didn't want to see, I guess, during the pandemic. And I'm really hoping, I stepped on my what do you say? Put your foot in your mouth. I put my foot in the mouth the other day when I was talking to new parents at the thing at the drop off, and the words that came out of my mouth. You listen to yourself later. Would you repeat what you said? The word that came out of my mouth was, I just needed my kids to go to school so I could love them again. And in reflection to that statement, I was like, if you didn't know me and you just heard me say that, you just heard me say I needed them to leave so I could love them. And it was funny. I was talking to another parent who I just met, maybe like the last week or two. And in between us was another parent who I just met. I just knew him, and the one in between us kind of just stayed quiet, like, that's an interesting statement to just make, And the other parent, understood what I was trying to say, which is like, I'm going crazy at home, and I need my kids. I need a break, is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah, that's what.
But the statement,
came up with.
the statement was, I needed my kids to leave so that I could love them. That didn't even be all the truth of it, but
then she said, now the parents know what it's like for us when Christmas vacation comes around, when we got those 2 weeks to get rid of your kids.
Yeah.
They have them all that time up until that Christmas break.
Yeah.
Where it's that big break. I mean, you got the you got the whatchamacallit break, Turkey Day break.
Yeah. The
Christmas, that's not a big one.
Yeah. Not
the
enough.
2 week break,
not enough.
where it's like, woo, yeah. Those parents or those teachers, they live for that one. To give you back your kids.
Yeah.
Those 2 weeks. Now you know what it's like to have to teach your kids. A lot of the parents realize that what the teachers were saying about their children were true.
Right. Right.
Which was depressing to them. When they said, your child acts a fool in my classroom when it's time for this subject. The parents got to go and see it firsthand.
And to be what grade are we talking that your wife teaches, G?
She teaches upper elementary
Okay.
But she can do all the elementary and middle school grades.
But we're talking about, I mean, I hate to classify kids into, different categories, first through third, it's one kind of attitude. Oh, no, I'm just talking about kids.
Okay.
First through third, it's one kind of attitude. Fourth through sixth, it's another kind of attitude. Junior high kids, it's another kind of attitude.
Whole other.
And then high school kids, it's completely different attitude in general.
Yes.
But she's teaching the range of adolescence, right? I mean, we're talking.
She's getting the hormone beginnings.
That's
what she's getting. The hey, I have my first pubic hair. Or you're getting ready to have your period.
Dang. Dude, what would you think it would have been like if you were a kid in the adolescence, 6th, 7th, 8th grade going through COVID, and someone's trying to tell you what to do and how to live your life during this COVID era, and you got all this personal time and all this, you know what I mean? How would you think you'd handle this?
I mean, yeah, I was thinking about that right now. Like, you basically missed, what, 2 years, a year and a half?
Almost 2 years.
In school?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
So if that would have hit me 5th and 6th grade, no problem. I would have, been done what they said, not talked back, been a good kid.
Right.
If that would have hit me 7th and 8th grade,
yeah.
I mean, I might not have done anything. It might have been party time. I would have taken the bus to the beach every day.
Yeah.
Probably would have had to repeat 7th grade when I was like 15 or something, whatever,
Right.
Whenever we were allowed to go back to school, I probably would have been like a 3rd year, 7th grader or something.
Right.
It would have been a disaster if I was in 7th and 8th grade during this time.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, did my fair share of rebellion. With right there with you, dude. And had this hit 6th, 7th, 8th grade, it would have been, I mean, the patience, I think, would have already run out from everybody. I had to probably run everybody's patience out that had patience with me. They would have probably already been done. They'd be like, no, we tried 6 times with you, bro. And you kept coming back. You said you were going to do it. You didn't do it. And then you didn't do it again. And then you didn't do it again. And we're just done trying with you. We tried. I could see that.
The girl that's not graduating in 7th grade.
See,
is like,
that's me, dude.
Give you a chance.
That's me, dude. Had pandemic hit me 6th, 7th, 8th grade, try to. Oh man, that'd been.
I mean, listen, I had to go to summer school every year, starting 7th grade all the way until I graduated high school, because I didn't show up to school enough times. Oh, so I had to make stuff up.
Time.
You make up a 10. Yeah, it's like being in the joint. You had to make up time.
No, I did. Now, if they would have just given me my schoolwork and I could have done it all and like been done with it, by Monday and had the rest of the week free or whatever,
right?
I think I would have been able to do that. But if it was like every day, log into Zoom, whatever, that's where I would have struggled.
So let me ask you this, G and Josh, I want your opinion on this. With the Zoom approach and direction, those are my 2 points I want to make here. Zoom approach and direction. Dude, if someone had given you the Zoom approach and followed through with it, like was standing there once a week, twice a week through, dude, you got to go do your thing. Dude, get on your Zoom. Dude, you got to do it. And, there was some kind of follow-up is the point I'm trying to think. And you did the Zoom thing. Do you think that you would have done well with that as a kid if you had that style?
No. If it was every day, I don't think I would have done well with it. If it was, here's all the work completed in your own time, we're going to leave you alone as long as you turn it in. Yeah, I think I would have done fine because I would have just buckled down for one day knowing I had the rest of the week. But if it was show up every single day and do everything at the same pace as everyone else, I would have had a problem.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. G, you saw the Zoomers go through, the transition in this era, right? Mm-hmm. Was there participation? Did anybody give a shit? Was there anybody that was able to function normally? Or
a lot of the kids function well. This one child, she didn't get with the program.
Right.
I don't know how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it happened, but she was late every day.
That would have been me.
I mean, I could make an
I'd have been
excuse.
late every single day.
I could make an excuse every day.
home.
You
I got
at your house.
I could make. Yeah, I know. Like, well, you couldn't make it from the bed to the on switch. What the? I don't understand.
The dog ate my internet. I don't know what to do.
I'm in the bedroom listening to Why Are You Late?
Right.
Again today. And I'm like, how are you late?
Yeah.
Your house.
It's your house. But it's in your house. I don't understand. You don't got to leave.
Your house.
You just got to wake up.
Late.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
A lot of the kids, it was just like regular school for them. They would they make a lot of noise. It was like being in the classroom sometimes because they were all just making noise. They participated. They would I don't know if they raised their hand or if they clicked on the mouse and light came on, but they all answered questions. They all had quizzes. They all had there was homework they went over. They had tests. They had reading assignments that they read in the group.
So for the most part, a lot of them just you would say just complied. Is that a fair? Just said okay.
The other thing, Debo, is how lucky are the kids that this happened in this era with the technology we have now.
Yeah,
where you can still actually just go ahead and go to school.
Yo, what if this happened in the 80s?
Worry about when school starts, you are going to summer school, and you have to go from summer all the way through again for a year.
Yeah, because if this happened to us,
to make up for the year, you have to go from summer to summer.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Tell me about it. That was my life.
Yeah,
but if this happened to us in the early '90s, our parents would have driven to the school on Monday, picked up our work for a week, and we would have been on our own.
Let me tell you, when this started, when the whole thing started, the school sent me home with about a pound of paper per child.
Yeah.
And it was like, here's the pound of paper per child, and I looked at that like pound of paper, like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. What do you
want me to do with this?
Exactly. I mean, are they numbered by the minute? What am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to hand these out? To 3 children. We fumbled through it. It was a fumble process, and slowly but surely we got on. We moved over to the Zoom method. Where there was communication. But realistically, I see that to be the real catch in this. A lot of times is communication. But you got to make sure that we're communicating directly to the child sometimes. It
wouldn't have happened if this had happened when I was in school in the 70s and being in Oklahoma where I live.
I
don't know how I would have graduated.
Right. It'd be different.
Right.
Because my grandma didn't have electricity until I was.
Real quick. I got to cut you off. Chris, I just called you up, man. I put you live on the air and you're live on the show right now because we're on a topic on kids. Can I do that to you, brother?
You can do it to me.
All right. Much love to you. You guys. Yo! Yeah. You can't hear. He can't hear you. But I
got you.
Yeah. Okay. But I can. Okay. You with me now? Okay. So Chris, you're live on the show. Everybody can hear you. I apologize. You won't be able to go back and forth. But let me put you out here, brother. The topic is we're talking about kids during the pandemic and really what kind of effects that took on them and the kind of things we did as parents and what it was like to go through it. And Chris, I really wanted to ask you, man. What was it like to take kids through the pandemic with the online classes in school? What was that like for you, brother?
It was probably one of the toughest things I've ever had to do, not only as a parent, but as just a person in general. It was like going back to school all over again.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely felt the same way. I felt like I learned a lot.
I love our teachers. I love our system. To teaching our children, but I have so much more respect for what they do as a teacher and just what they do throughout the day. Because I'll tell you right now, minutes in, I want to throw mine through the wall. It's hard. As parents, we don't know how to. We're raising a child, but we don't know how to teach those kind of things.
Right.
Those arithmetics and those the words and it's hard for us, and we get frustrated as parents. Why can't they just do it?
Yeah.
Just do it. So I mean, our teachers are a different breed, man. They have my respect, much love for them, man.
Righteous.
For sure.
Dude, what was your question you had to ask for to Chris?
Oh, no question. I just wanted to say what's up, Joe.
Oh, okay. All right. Dude says shout out to you there, Chris. Making sure that he's there.
Nice.
And so, dude, Chris, you said one of the most difficult times for you personally. How did your kid do with Zoom and with you being the teacher and with you being the dad and with you doing? How was that for him?
I think in the beginning he didn't take it as serious as he should have. He figured, all right, it's dad. I'm just sitting here, telling him what to do, like homework.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until we set a routine every morning. He got up, he got dressed, he had breakfast, went to his school like he was going to school.
Right.
I got dressed. I wasn't in my pajamas. I got dressed ready for the day to teach him like a teacher would in the school.
Yeah, it is.
And so, kids are products of routine. You need to have a routine. And once we did that, I'm not gonna lie, he kind of took off a little bit, and for us, virtually for him was a lot easier. He had more time. He didn't feel so pressured having to get things done right away, and to spend a little bit more time, with his questions. So which was good. So I think, at the end of the day, he's definitely did a lot better than I expected that he would have.
Chris, I won't hold you up too much more. I got one more question for you.
I got a question. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Let me ask you mine, and then, dude, you go ahead. I'll remember mine. Go ahead. What was your question, dude?
Ask him what it would have been like for him if this happened when we were Dylan's age or when we were in junior high.
That was my question. I was like, let me see your question. Same question. So, dude had the same question I had, which was, so had this happened to you, Chris, when you were Dylan's age, what would this been like for you? Knowing, our technical difficulties were a whole different back in those days, and we'd basically been handed the first packet and had our parents, not us, our parents, take us through this year plus, almost 2 years of home education. How do you think you would have done as a kid?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even think I can answer that. Really?
Yeah.
Like with our parents,
With our
timeline
yeah.
and technology that we had.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't even think I would have made it past the fifth grade.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, similar shout outs have been put out on our end as well. Most of us, didn't
Could
think
you imagine?
No.
Could you imagine Mike Roberts and Tim Sorensen teaching their children? Could you imagine that?
We would have had school at Angelo's every day.
We would have had school at Angelo's. Yeah, I think that your dad would have been the coach, Chris. I got to be honest.
My dad would have been PE coach.
PE coach all day.
All the way.
All day. Yeah, that'd have been fun. Hey, Chris, you're getting love from everybody on this end. Much shout out. Thank you for coming on the show last minute, man. I wanted to get your opinion on it, and I can't thank you enough. I hope to see you soon, brother. I hope everything's going well. All right.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Bet. Love you. Peace. There it is. I wanted another parent's opinion, and I didn't want what Chris said to come out of my mouth, but I mean, he took the words out of my mouth. When he talked about what it was like to be a parent and what it was like to wear a new hat, but literally my man put on pants, and he was like, "No, I got to put pants on because I got to be a teacher today." And he instantly recognized routine is where children need to be. It's not that you want to be mean. It's not that you want to be rude. It's why routine is going to help them through the day, just as it helps us through our days as adults.
Yeah.
But and it is basically, he changed gears, and it sounds like the Zoom worked out for him. I'm in the middle of between what he said and what dude said, what G's kind of saying on the plus and minus, because Zoom worked and it didn't work. There was really, really good parts about it, and stuff that is just like it was just difficult to make happen.
I want to hear from producer Jeff because he's got older kids, right?
Another whole 3 big spectrum. If we can get Jeff to come out of the back room there, and just like, can you get on there with us?
Am I okay? Am I allowed to talk now, or
just do us a favor and keep the ankle bracelet on. All right,
You're on parole.
Yeah,
it's on both ankles just in case?
bro. That other one has nothing to do with us, and you know it. Okay.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Well, okay. To answer your question, I had 3 different ages, and literally 3 different educational levels. My youngest, Jillian, started in 2nd grade Zoom last year, and kind of like what Chris was saying earlier, we had to establish a routine, and we did that right away with her. But she was actually really looking forward to it, so she liked doing it. She was excited to do it. We had some minor technical problems at first, just like what to click on, but actually the bigger problem was just technical problems on the district's end for glitching of like Zooms, or just like other kids, like when the teacher would answer a question, other kids would be talking at the same time, and yeah, that sort of thing. But the educational stuff that she was learning was reduced a little bit, and it carried over to a little bit what she's dealing with now for 3rd grade. Last year, my daughter Abby was in a sophomore, and then she ended up going. She's now a junior, and she's fine. She had no problem adapting to like the complete online Zoom. She's a little bookworm anyway, so she's a good student with that.
But that's at the high school level, right?
Jeff, do they?
Yeah, and that was at the high school level.
Does she feel like she's missing out on the social aspect of high school, like the dances or the sporting events or Spirit Week or whatever? I don't know what she's into, but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
for the high school age, yeah, but at the same time, she's not like an extreme social butterfly, so it didn't bother her a lot. I mean, it was a little bit. There were some things that maybe she missed this or that, but she wasn't like overall like, this sucks, I hate because I'm missing everything out. Nah, she dealt with it. And
do you think that has anything to do with the fact that kids are social with technology versus being social, physically?
some kids,
Yeah, some. And I don't mean everybody. Not everybody. I mean, just do you think that has anything to do with it? Not that everybody's that way, but does do you think that plays into it?
I think they liked it at the beginning, because they could like just be at home and like, hang on the couch and like watch Jerry Springer or whatever's on for the day. But I think it got old a little bit, and then the social aspects started to hit them. So, but Jillian missed her from elementary school age. Jillian missed her friends also. That I think that was the bigger thing, was the more of the social deal was younger kids. My 2 older kids, I don't think it affected them as much because they had other ways of being communicative with their friends anyways. They could just pick up their phone and text them or FaceTime them right there.
Right.
Socially, when it came to kids that I talked to that were above the text age, any kid that had a cell phone and had a way to communicate either with like a video game, but had like a social group, no problems. But then like my kids' age group, just they have no social out. There's no way for them to have cell phones. They don't have any way to have that outreach. And I see that divide and difference between the kids that had access, people that have, kids that have access, kids that don't, because
it comes down to what do you have for a cell phone or online, access.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
To be social. Yeah. I just want to, because we're running out of time here. I want to just talk a little bit about this before we get off of teachers real quick, is their pay. Is it a blanket statement if I just say teachers aren't paid enough? Is that not a big enough statement that we need to make about teachers' pay and what it is they do and how it is we pay them and how it is they make money? We try to go over different avenues of teaching and tutoring and principaling and all the educational positions there are to be a teacher. But we all know, after being our kids' teacher for 5 minutes, that it is the one-on-one person. It is the person who is going to give the lesson. It is the teacher who has the most impact on the student. I think we will. Chime in on your 2 cents, gentlemen. But I think the point we're trying to say is teachers aren't paid enough.
It's true.
I mean, teachers are absolutely underpaid. They should probably be paid, in the range of doctors or, politicians, because they're certainly as important as both. But then how do you, the question is always, how do you fund that if we're going to do it from a federal or state level. Now we're getting into some tricky areas, but they absolutely should be. Take it. Well, yeah, there you go. But
take it from the politicians, especially the ones in DC. They don't get most of their money from their check that they get from us. They get their money from their special interest groups that fund them and give them all that millions and millions of dollars.
So why don't we be the first teacher special interest group, and we'll just fund teachers. All the money that we'll make here on the show, we'll send our Acme money straight over to teachers, and we'll just be their special Acme. How about Apple Teacher Association? ATA? Does that work?
Okay.
The ATA will just be the Apple Teacher Association, and Apple will probably sue us. It's fine.
I think they would be depressed about the
about the amount that we're going to raise. You're right. You're probably right. We should probably find somebody else.
We could do maybe like a GoFundMe, an apple a day.
Slagle, what do you got to say on there? I like that. Slagle, what do you got for teachers' pay?
You know what? I have a lot to say, but I have to be restrained a little bit because I don't have hard numbers in front of me. But yeah, in general, I agree that teachers are not paid enough. But I think a bigger problem is I think there's a misappropriation of what teachers should be paid, because I don't think it's fair. I don't think all teachers teach evenly. I don't think all teachers are supposed to teach evenly. No. I think some should be paid more than others for certain things. And I think you should be paid more in certain areas of the country than others. Yeah. So there's a lot of inequalities just with pay right there that is a subject for another day. But yeah, man, I do think that they are underpaid. At least most of them. I think there are some though that shouldn't be paid at all. But hey, that's like a subject for another day. But
you're talking about how the system works.
Teachers,
teachers.
Big influence.
I mean, I feel like if you pay them well, then you're going to get better quality talent applying for those jobs. Not to say that we're getting bad teachers now, but if you make it a more attractive job, then by just nature of people wanting to make more money, you're going to get better quality candidates.
Well, I remember back in the 70s, they had a hard time getting teachers out to California, and the draw was the increase of pay.
Did you hear the old-timey come in his voice when he said that? Or was that just me? Yeah. Okay, all right. When he said, I remember back in the 70s, all of a sudden I just flew back in time. I was like, whoa.
He thought of being on that bus with his silly putty and his comic books.
My God. I had my suit on. It was so great. It was so good for a moment.
I remember.
You got to listen to every show.
But back in the 70s, we had a hard time getting teachers out here to California. And I think I was talking to dude, and I said Hawaii, the incentive was giving teachers a house to live in, to come over and teach in Hawaii, because the cost of living is too high.
Yeah,
and it was cheaper for them to give them a house versus to pay them to live in Hawaii.
Wow,
which is sad, but yeah, that's how they happen.
Big contrast.
I mean, if you look at it that way, the cost of living is so high in Hawaii, we cannot afford to pay you to live here, but we will give you a house.
It's getting pretty close. Pretty close to that in California too.
And that's what California is going to start to have to do. The incentives have to start coming to get the teachers. In New York, they have so many, what do you call those, charter schools that I think their public school education doesn't really have to work hard because everybody's trying to get into a charter school. So the public education that they would get is almost, they don't have to keep up the same standards that a California would have to do.
Yeah, when it comes to charter schools, man, that's a whole nother thing. Because even charter schools, I just learned about charter schools a year or two ago, and I was like, how does that work? And I mean, when I going to explain to me, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You tell, and then you learn again, charter schools, whole nother show. I'd love to do a show on charter schools, but all right. Well, that'll wrap up for the teachers. Shout out to teachers. Shout out. It looks like we're gonna Dude and Debo. We're gonna start a petition for more pay for teachers. I think we signed off on that one. Same team teachers union. Maybe we can go with that one. Shout out to Chris. Thanks for coming on the show. Last second there, we appreciate you. And G, thanks for sliding in and giving us that perspective on teachers. We really appreciate that. But we are going to slide on over to happy things, happy adult days, happy 10 best days as an adult. And I think this is going to be agree to disagree. Looks like the Bang Bus is pulling up right here in the front here. And, look at the Bang Bus. Oh, okay, Bang Bus pulled up. All right. And we got to agree to disagree with my man Jeff over here. So, Jeff, it is yours, man. You got to see if we can get me and Jeff, do the dude to agree or disagree. 10 best days.
You got it.
All right.
It's cool for the bus to be double parked out there by the other bus, right? Not street sweeping day.
That's just the band warming up outside the bus. But yes, I think it's fine if your bus is parked there. It's fine. Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's dive into this. We're gonna go a little bit quicker. So, I think one of the top days, and many people have said this, is wedding day. Period.
Yeah.
You're in love. You want to celebrate with your family. You've got loved ones, friends, everything. Wedding day.
You think top 10? You're gonna put the wedding day in the top 10, dude?
If your wedding day is not in your top 10, you probably shouldn't be married.
Well, okay, you had a wedding day. Is it in your top 10?
Yeah, it's absolutely in my top 10, even though we're divorced.
Still in your top 10.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Debo, I think your wedding day was in my top 10.
Yeah, so my wedding day is a lot of people's top 10, but see, my wedding day was for me. It was a different day. It's a whole different day. But the day I had, the day you had, two different days.
I don't remember your wedding day, but it's probably in my top 10 if I could remember it.
It was a good day. We're going to keep it in the top 10. Okay, agree.
We all agree on that?
That's agree. I have my wrong buttons here. They're all marching band buttons today, guys. Sorry.
I like it. I like the marching band. I dig it. Okay, how about number 2? I'm going to come up with when you turn 21. Because
top 10?
a lot of freedoms.
As an adult, day 21, year 21, day 1.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to disagree.
That might be a fun day.
I'm going to disagree. I was already, what can you do when you're 21? You can drink. I was already drinking by then. So now it's legal. All right, that's cool. But then all my friends took me out and got me ridiculously sick for, buying me all the different shots, the cement mixers and the prairie dogs and whatever else. Adios, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to disagree that it was one of the best days.
Yeah, I think I went to the strip club on my 21st birthday, which was like because then we could get alcohol at that strip club, right? Because the other strip clubs you can't get alcohol at.
Now you can go to the
right.
Now you can go to the one where you can drink.
Yeah, there was a 21 and over one. Something that you saw at 18, you can do 21. I'm gonna go ahead and disagree as well. I mean, it was a good day, but I mean, top 10. I'm gonna leave something else in there. Let's see if we can get 5 in here.
I'm gonna go next is we're just gonna leave it at that. Is if you have a kid, your kid being born. You brought something into this world.
Certainly when I got my dog, it was a pretty good day. That's about the closest I can contribute to that conversation.
Do you guys know what happens on the day that your kid is born? It's a crazy day. That's a crazy ass day. The first day my kid was born, because mine is my son's birthday, and it was like a 48-hour ordeal. I went to a hotel. I came back. The nurse told me stop yelling. I mean, it was a crazy day. I guess it was a pretty good day though. I celebrated it just a day ago. So yeah, I thought that in the top 10. Still a good day.
All right.
Yeah, agree. Josh agrees with his dog.
I was at the hospital for the birth of the oldest Jacoby boy.
Oh, were you?
And I was at the hospital for the birth of the oldest Toth boy. And both of those days were pretty good for me. I don't know how they were for parents.
It's a very tiring day for your first parent. You're exhausted, but it was a good day. Definitely a good day. Agree.
I'm going to throw in there for your next one is your first day of retirement. I mean, I can't say I haven't experienced that yet, but I mean, one day I just hear a lot of people talking about it and experiencing it, and I've seen pictures and status updates, and I don't know, man, that kind of That might be a happy day. Depends on what you've been doing.
I disagree. I retired at 35, and it sucks. Don't retire. Stay, work, do more. Don't retire. But that's for me. Maybe other people would like retirement. I don't like retirement. It's not fun. Dude,
I'm gonna agree that retirement is gonna be a top 10 day,
top
a great
10
day. Because I don't necessarily buy into capitalism and that you have to work and contribute to the financial gains of the greater good. So I will be happy to hopefully be able to retire and do the things I want to do instead of the things I have to do.
Yeah.
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 All right.
All right.
All right. All right, let's keep going here. I think the next big one is, and I'm hoping to have this one day too, is win the lottery.
Yes. Agree. That'd be a great day. Duderito?
Dude.
Dude going road show?
I don't know. Maybe he's having a great day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Did he get stopped at the border check?
How many fruits and vegetables you got there, sir?
I was going off on the line.
Oh, where's that what you said?
Oh, dang.
I said, yeah, absolutely. I would retire, and so it would be a double win.
2 for 1.
And hope that it's not mo money, mo problem.
Oh, it would be more money, more problems. You know that for a fact. You know that for an absolute fact. But you can hope, I guess. But I mean, it's going to be more money. But
I would just be floating in a lazy river somewhere, drinking Mai Tais and eating sushi. And
just you and G, huh?
Doing this show once a week. Me
there
and
you
G
go.
just hanging out.
Nice. G's all for it.
I would tune in.
Yeah. Agreed on the lotto.
I like it.
Agreed on the lotto.
All right. Well, the next one I'm going to get to, I gotta get a little bit closer. We're going to go quick on this because I don't think we need to explain per se, but the first time you have a threesome.
Oh!
Someone handed me that note.
Oh, you pulled that one out of the hat?
That was handed to me. It was anonymous. It was literally a Post-it note.
I can say in my top 10 stories that I love to tell.
I am missing a Post-it.
Yeah. In my top 10 stories I like to tell, one of them is the time that I almost had a threesome. So I mean, it's one of my top 10 stories that I definitely tell. So yeah, if it had happened, I probably be my top 5 stories that I tell. So yeah, probably.
I mean, to be fair, my first was before I was legally an adult. But as an adult,
was it in Boy Scouts?
My first one as an adult was great. What'd you say?
Was it in Boy Scouts? Because
it was not. I was not a Boy Scout.
Okay. Just trying to see.
And
you said you were an adult. I was wanting to see where you went.
I was never a church kid, whatever those are.
Altar boy? Is you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't ever that either.
Debo, I was just handed another Post-it note.
Uh-huh.
It's been crossed off my list, so this Post-it note count. It's first time in your strip club. I went, not your strip club.
I was like, I didn't know I had one anymore.
First time in Debo's strip club was a little awkward.
Well, hey, the nurses loved it. I don't care what you say. All right.
Bunch of dudes in sweaters, no shirts. That's not what I was playing about.
So does the guy that gets to review the security footage overnight.
Be hilarious if that nurse knew my wife and then like they talked to it. Did you see this guy?
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be. I would check the cloud for other memes being downloaded.
Who goes to get the shot with no shirt? Sorry.
My first day in the strip club was great. Now every day after that,
right.
Diminishing returns. It loses its luster.
Sure.
But the first time, yeah, it's like the first time going to Disneyland or something.
I'll put that on the top 10 for sure. That was a good day. I remember Coco. It was great.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue here. Let's. What about the time that you get to see your team, whether it's like a basketball, football, baseball, and you get to see them win the championship, and you're there.
Oh, like Angels,
Debo, I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Maybe you saw Michael Jackson in concert, or
I did not.
Maybe
I did not. I did see Boyz II Men in concert.
There you go.
Yeah,
twice.
So I got to go to an Angels playoff game against the Twins in 2002 when they won the World Series. It wasn't a World Series game. I wasn't that lucky, but that's the best baseball game I've ever been to.
Is it top 10 of days?
It's in, I don't know if it makes my top 10 days, but it definitely is my number one sporting event. And then I also got to go to the first game that the Rams came back to Los Angeles.
Oh, that's a nice game.
At the LA Coliseum against the Cowboys on my birthday with Chris, who was in the show earlier. And that was great. Record attendance, 91,000 people. It was an exhibition game though, so I don't hold it in as high regard as I do the Angel game. But both of them, I will agree, but I'm putting them on the cusp of the top 10.
Like 10.5.
It might be 10, it might be 11.
Yeah, right there. There might have been this one of the threesome that was they cut off the
slide right in.
That was a good time. And the second time to the strip club is real hard to to determine where that one fits in. So put the sporting events in there. Okay, so I'll disagree. Unless it's maybe like no, I just disagree. No sports game day. I remember I think I played at like a football game in the stands a couple times. Those were good days. Top 10, top moment, there was the football game. Jeff Slagle, you were there when Mr. Smith cut the band off. That was fun. That was, the sports thing, but not the same. So, no, I'm going to disagree. There you go. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, you can't win them all.
No, you can't.
All right. Let's go on. I don't want to get yelled at here.
Okay.
But I'm just going to put this hypothetically and say, let's
just
say,
just a baby.
As an adult,
Uh-huh.
you've been in pain, you've had some major injuries,
Uh-huh.
and you're finally pain-free or like injury-free from whatever your affliction was.
That's an amazing day. As an adult, because this doesn't happen as a child, when you're an adult and you go through this stuff, this is an amazing day. I got one day that I can point out when I was out of pain, having been in pain for a long time, and that was an amazing day. So yes, it's not death. So I appreciate that, Jeff.
It's not death. I tried to tone it back a little.
Appreciate that. So is the next to it, but I agree. Top 10, hallelujah, top 10, absolutely.
Nice.
So,
okay, I got
dude,
one more.
Wait, dude, you got on that one, or you wrote show?
I'm sorry, dude.
Sorry, it's his show, bro. I remember.
My
my bad.
My instinct was to disagree, but the more I think, I was in the hospital for 3 months as an adult. I still had another couple months recovery when I got out, but by the time I was back to 90, 100%, yeah, I think it was probably a great day. I don't know if it tops, if it makes the top 10. But it's definitely a relief to start to feel normal again.
For sure.
All
right.
Well, I have one last one.
All right.
The day, and obviously this can vary from person to person, depending on maybe your
the day you
educational
stormed
level.
the Capitol.
Yeah, how did you know that? Actually, that was another post-it note put on here. No.
Best day ever.
Note away, so.
No,
I threw that post-it note away. So.
Right.
No, depending on what your educational status is and what your goals in life are, I'd say the day that you graduate from college could be, or high school, or you maybe get your doctorate, something like that. So I'm just going to say graduation.
Sixth grade count, or it doesn't?
Dot.
Sixth grade doesn't count. Sixth grade counts, or it doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, man.
8th grade. You want to count 8th grade?
I mean, I was
Got a
just
limo?
I just wanted to know where I could stop counting. I just want to make sure it's a good day.
Yeah, man. I'll even throw it out there like for something like that. Like if you have a special school thing. Like if you're a high school senior and you're 18, you're an adult by then.
8th grade graduation, dude, was a pretty cool day. True?
Yeah, it was.
That might make top 10.
I didn't know that you were
childhood. It would have to
18
be
when you were in
childhood.
middle
That
school.
is childhood. Yeah, that is childhood. Sorry, what was that? Slagle, sorry.
I didn't know you were 18 in middle school.
Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right.
I digress.
You're right. It's not a child. It's a child. Wrong show. Adult. So it would have to be high school to college, right?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I almost got kicked out of my high school graduation, and otherwise have not shown up to any others.
Yeah.
So I'm going to disagree. Disagree.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep mine in the strong disagree as to.
Now keep in mind, I'm not just saying the graduation ceremony. I'm just saying graduation. Period.
It was a very good day to finally be done with school.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to put it in the top 10.
No, top.
Okay.
No, because mine were all invitations. So those are all the graduations I went to. But all right, well, that is agree to disagree with Jeff Slagle.
I think I was having a threesome during my graduation.
I think I agreed with them on most days. I think there were some days I may have disagreed with them on, but mostly I think we agree.
That's a great graduation.
What was your graduation?
Yeah, I mean, I missed the ceremony.
Oh, what on your graduation?
Yeah.
Why? Where were you?
A story for another time.
Oh, okay. Sounds like it's getting personal. I love it. All right. Well, I tell you what. I'm going to take us. Where are we going to go, guys? Where did we go, guys? Where are you guys at? Excuse me, sir. Have you seen? There was about three other guys. They were walking through here. No.
The Breakfast Club?
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen? Guy. How'd you guys back in here? Detention. Everybody got detention today? G, did you get detention today?
All the time.
G, why did you get detention today? Why are you here in this room? Which, by the way, I just want to just tell you something about this. I have not been in a schoolhouse this old before. I mean, in the front of the schoolhouse with the bell is weird. The fact is, these are all wooden floors. But I mean, what the hell's that ruler for? That's a big ass ruler. I don't even want to play with that thing. G, what did you
You'll find out.
Yeah, what did you get detention? What did you get detention for today, man?
I will not talk in class. I had to write standards.
Did you have to write it 100 times like Bart Simpson or
500?
That's what I bet you're not even playing. You're not even flinching. That was a real thing.
Yeah, it was.
What's that ruler for over there in the corner? What's that long ruler for?
Oh, it's the better to hit you with, my dear.
Did you ever get hit as a child from a teacher?
From the principal.
Ah!
Teachers couldn't hit.
Whoa.
Damn, that's real.
Yeah, from the principal. Teachers couldn't hit.
Oh man. Well,
but the principal could. So
where'd you get hit?
To the principal's office. Oh boy, that paddle. He introduced us to it on the first day of school.
The legitimate paddle, like the one you get hazed in if you're going to Bones and Crosses and all that. You're doing that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
The principal hit you with that?
Oh,
I've seen that paddle at certain yoga events.
It stings just like that too.
Couples only, right, Josh?
The smoke comes out your butt cheeks and everything.
Wow.
Through the holes. Yeah.
Well, G, obviously you won't talk again the same way that you talked the last time. Is that why your voice is so deep? Because you toned it down ever since then? It was like, what?
Much.
Okay, it's fine. Just keep it here.
And he hit my penis out.
Oh, Boing! Just pop that out the other end. Okay, great.
It popped out a little bit deeper, longer, so pow! Then it went, and my voice dropped.
There it goes. Well, G, thanks for doing the show again today. As always, thank you for sharing about your home situation. We're gonna give a shout out to your wife Jennifer, and hopefully she listens to the show. Subscribe. That's for Jeff Slagle. No. And
she's teaching again, so she can't.
See, there you go. Oh, so you can listen to it. G, thanks for doing the show. We'll catch you next time. Sit down, I guess, finish writing your stuff. And for some weird reason, G, there's horses outside. I don't know if you noticed that. So, anyways, I'm just going to leave. Nice classroom. I'm going to slide over here to the desk, over here to Jeff Slagle. Jeff, I see that you're in detention, but weirdly, for some reason, also, when I walked in on your side of the room, it looked like the Breakfast Club was sitting out front in this detention. Is that about accurate to your detention room era? Does that meet close to the Jeff Slagle era, the Breakfast Club?
That's close. That's a little before my time.
Oh,
but,
okay.
That's close.
Okay, that's why there was a lot of like mini skirts in here for some reason. The hair is actually very similar today. It's purple, but I think you see a lot of purple hair today, so there's nothing really different about that.
Purple hair, that's a different type of purple hair.
It's a different kind of purple hair. That's haze.
That's in a jar.
Slagle, what are you doing in detention? What did you do?
I got to be on. You want to know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little upset about this too.
Yeah.
I'm here in detention for no reason. I didn't do anything, but I still got sent here.
You mean like you were with a group of people and they did something?
Yes.
You were tied in with that group of people who did something, so they put you with the group, and so then
no, the teacher heard voices talking, looked over and thought it was me, and said, "Come up here." And he hands me a detention slip, and I said, "What's this for?" For talking. I wasn't talking. Yeah, you were. I saw you. Well, if you saw me, then you clearly didn't see me talking. Then,
Wow.
But yeah, man. So I got a detention for doing nothing because I wasn't talking. So I had to go to detention.
Well, I guess you'll shut up next time when you weren't talking. Don't talk to me when don't talk to me when I'm talking to you. How's it go? Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. That's what it is.
Yep.
I
I still haven't learned my lesson though.
Oh man. Well, Slagle, thanks for coming on the show again. Thanks for agreeing with mostly what I agree was a good day. Maybe not all the way, but somewhat.
Thank you.
And shout out to all the teachers in life. I know you had a special teacher in your life. You want to give a shout out?
Yeah, man. I got to give a shout out to Mr. Smith.
Oh, well, it's a good guy. He's a good guy. I appreciate him. He was always a good teacher. So, okay. Well, shout out to Mr. Smith, and Slagle, we'll catch you next
Came to
time.
my wedding.
Did he really?
Yep.
I don't remember that. Did he see me sing?
was there.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, we took a picture. I'll show you later.
I'll do that. All right, Slagle, I'm going to leave your detention hall, which, again, still feels breakfast clubby to me. Mess with the horns, you get the bull, buddy. See you later. I'm going to slide over here to, for some reason, it's called On Campus.
If he gets up, I'll get up. We'll all get up. It'll be anarchy.
Welcome to On-Campus Suspension. This is full day, I guess, huh? This is where you guys hang out? Okay, all right. Dude, you just got to get a revolution going on here? What you got going on? You in detention? What'd you do, man?
Oh, what didn't I do? So I catfished my teacher and tried to use the photo evidence as blackmail to improve my grades.
How'd that work out?
I got an A, but I also got detention.
So she gave you, I'm going to pass you, it's fine with an A, but you're also going to go to detention because fuck you. And that wasn't cool. And we should have met for lunch that day, but you stood me up. So, a little bit of both. I got it. Okay. That's, what's
Teachers
your...
need love too. Shout out teachers.
Shout out teachers. Decent show. Thanks for letting me pull Chris on today. I think it was good that, we got that other perspective here on the show. You shouted out all your teachers today. I feel like detention is the place to just hang out. So I think I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to pull up a chair.
So can I tell you, I legitimately got detention one time for printing out a 10-page paper on one page of one sheet of paper. I minimized the font to size 4, and you could see the page break, but it was still all on one page, and I turned it in as a 10-page piece of paper, or a 10-page report, or whatever. And me and the teacher did not see eye to eye.
He didn't think it was funny?
And what does it matter? I'm saving the environment by only printing it on one page, but there's 10 pages of content here. Is the assignment to waste 10 pages of paper, or is the assignment to write a 10-page paper?
Every teacher listening to this right now hates you. The hate is coming. Is just they were with you on the show the whole time until they just found that out, and they were like, "Oh, he's that kid." God,
I'm that kid.
I hate that kid.
100%.
Oh man, I didn't get too many detentions. I didn't listen to everybody that told me what to do, but I mean, occasionally I got detention. Just stop telling me what to do. But they were probably telling me
I got too many.
Go ahead.
We used to have Saturday school.
See, that's what. Yeah, I got a couple of those.
I
got those. I do remember that.
I had Saturday school. I think 38 times in high school. I don't know how many Saturdays there are.
There's only 52 Saturdays in a year. It's 52 Saturdays in a year.
Yeah. So I had basically 1 year's worth of Saturday school.
Dang. Was it the principal's daughter?
No, I wish.
Man. Well,
it was just dumb shit like that, like
just dumb, just 10-page reports on one.
Paper,
yeah.
Writing papers. We had to write a paper where a crime was committed, and so I wrote myself as a drug lord in Tijuana.
Let me ask you a question, dude. Let me ask you a question. Were you smarter than your teachers? Answer that question.
I thought I was.
See there, that was the problem, right? Right from the start, I can hear it. Like he's smarter than us. I can tell by everything he's doing. He says that he's smarter, so leave him alone. Yeah, and then but the problem is, dudes like me, I wasn't quick enough, so they just left me alone. So,
I was always looking for the loophole.
Yeah, Yeah, I found the loophole spun me in circles 3 times. That's usually what happened to me. Let's get out of here, dude. We should see these fans. I heard that we have at least 6 of them in a week. I see you guys on Thursday. Shout us out at Dude and Debo. Give us an idea what you guys want to talk about. Like this for producer Jeff. He would appreciate it if you'd like this. Shout out
us out at the G and Jeff Show at gmail.com. The G and Jeff Show at gmail.com.
Oh, so good. All right, guys, we're going to see you guys next week. We hope everything's going well with you guys. Hope COVID didn't kill you. Hope you guys are staying above water. Hope COVID lets you guys back out with a second shot. I'm going to be hitting the streets in 2 weeks. Peace.